Hello and good morning from home. It's so good to be home. I always have to say this because the feeling of coming home can't be described. Today is going to be a relaxing day here at home, a day when I work on projects for the next few days. Let's see what else we can do around here. I'll show you what else has happened around here, around the house, in the 2 weeks I've been gone, and we'll see what projects we'll do. As I told you here in Ternatsi, I'm making a decision about this African bean, a bean that has taken over everything. The truth is, it looks good. I actually like how it's spread around here, but it doesn't make pods, it doesn't bloom, it doesn't make pods, it's just for decoration. So I'll have to make a decision about it. Plus, it's already taking nutrients from the potted plants. Most likely in the next few days I'll take it out and that's it. I would have liked it to be full of pods now, as I expected, but it seems there's something here it doesn't like. The banana tree, on the other hand, has already grown a new leaf. It's starting to grow. The olive tree is fine. I have an olive here. An olive from my own production. Let's see in my next recipe, and there are a few more on that side. The rest are all as they should be. The geraniums are doing very well. I just need to clean off the dried flowers. They're still getting a lot of buds, flowers, and they'll keep blooming. I still have strawberries. I can still eat strawberries. Look, this one has rotted. Another one is rotten, but I also have some green ones that will ripen in the next few days. These strawberries are incredible, absolutely incredible. Here I have jalapeno, habanero, and over there I see that the habanero has also fruited. I'm going to taste them, and here I have a tomato. This one is phenomenal, just the way it should be. All the tomatoes in the garden are loaded with fruit. I never had that. Since I moved here to Warza, since I started planting in the garden, I've never had a tomato this nice, this full of fruit, except for this one in the hanging pot. The conclusion is next year I'll fill this place with tomatoes and I won't plant them in the garden anymore because it's pointless. Instead, just look at this. A bunch of fruit, and the tomatoes have a special taste. Same with this one here. It's just that this one was attacked by a worm that I found eating here. From the tomatoes tonight, I took it out and threw it away, but the tomatoes are already compromised. Look, this one has been completely eaten. A green worm. These tomatoes here in front of the house, these ones have been doing pretty well like that. It's just that they didn't really bear fruit. Now I see they have something. Green tomatoes, but these clearly won't have time to ripen. That's not an issue since they'll be pickled green tomatoes. Jalapeno and habanero. The jalapeno is full of fruit. I've already eaten some here. I think I have enough to pickle. I'll pickle a jar or two. What I really need to do these days is pick the hazelnuts, because a lot of them have already fallen, a lot are already on the ground. I ate some last night. They're fully ripe, really ripe, a lot of them. I have a good hazelnut crop this year. I'll have to pick them today. I think I'll do that operation today. And here my grapes have started to ripen. I've been waiting for these grapes for so long. These are varieties. It's an old local grapevine variety from Warza with pink grapes that have just started to ripen and have a special aroma and sweetness. They're not fully ripe yet, but they're incredibly tasty. And this year I see they've produced a lot of grapes for me. I'm very pleased with this vineyard, but it's already the 4th or 5th year. I've been struggling with it for a long time, and only now has it started to gain strength and develop. And after visiting the Pocari wineries, I understood why. Because there I found out that the vine can go 15 meters deep with its roots, if you can believe it. Probably at first it built strong roots in the ground, and only after that did it start to develop. Clearly, I would like to get in touch with a professional to help me a bit with the vineyard. I would like to clean it properly this year and stretch it here to make a wall of vines there and a wall here. This is also an extraordinarily tasty variety. This one is ripe. It's fully ripe. I ate some like this last night, some grapes that were so sweet. The thing is, yes, this is the only vine. I bought about 10 types of vines over time, and this is the only one that took root and actually developed. And it gave me grapes. But yeah, on the label there were some grapes with huge berries, and this is what I got. Here at my place in Warsaw, you can tell it's not from here. No, it's not from here. One more thing. I have mushrooms. I'm actually picking them right now. Plus more. I still have a bunch from right there in front of the house. Clearly today we're making a mushroom stew. Plus I want to cook something else today. Namely, last night when I arrived, I went straight to my barrel of pickled cabbage, which smelled so good. Let's put the mushrooms here. I also took out a pickled cabbage last night. It's pickled just right. So today we're making a pot of stuffed cabbage rolls with my own pickled cabbage. But besides that, last night I mowed the lawn here because it was already very tall. Besides that, look what I have here. What an abundance of mushrooms, honestly. Some are past their prime, but I also have some young ones and some fresh ones which I'm going to pick. And some I cook on the stove just with salt. From some we make a stew. I'm going to light the stove and start cooking. Also today, I think these firewood will arrive too. The only firewood I have left, so it's perfect timing. I can't wait for them to bring it so I can put it there, store it somewhere, and let it dry well. Oh, one more interesting thing, zucchini. I have some beautiful zucchini to eat. I'll harvest these too. There was one more over there, around here somewhere. One, here it is. These ones. They sprouted on their own, and look, they even produced. I haven't checked the watermelons. These are the plants, but they didn't bear fruit well. Goodbye. There was one around here somewhere in the weeds. Well, I'll look for it. If it had grown, I would have definitely seen it. It probably stayed small. I took out another pickled cabbage. It smells so good here. I peeled the leaves off the cabbage. I'm going to set it aside. I told you I'm a fan of pickled cabbage. Amazing. Today I'm changing the stuffed cabbage rolls recipe a bit. I'm going to make a different recipe, one where I only saute the onions, not the meat. I'll make the filling differently. Just sauteed onions, ground meat, a bit of smoked bacon cut into cubes. I'm also going to add some sushi rice, but not much. This time I think a handful of rice is enough for today's recipe. After that I add simple seasonings, pepper, salt, a bit of thyme, and a bit of homemade tomato paste. That's about it for the stuffed cabbage rolls. Of course, I put a smoked pork knuckle in the middle, then we add cabbage on top and put it on the stove. I didn't make them too small or too big. They'll stay like this because they have just a little rice and they won't swell up too much. No, the stuffed cabbage rolls are on the stove. Here I'm preparing some delicacies. I put the mushrooms on the grill with just salt, that's all. These are something special. What delicacies I have here. Only those who have ever tasted something like this know. It's really hard to describe. I don't need any more meat. My stuffed cabbage rolls are simmering on low heat. In the meantime, my firewood for the winter has arrived. So you're all set. Nice firewood, big logs, healthy wood. I have a lot of work to do now. I need to stack them over there in a sheltered spot under the eaves. I specifically made that eave long so I could put the firewood there to dry. I started splitting some of the wood too. I'm not going to split all of them. I'll stack both split and unsplit ones. Because a little effort doesn't hurt. And in the winter when I put them in the stove, I started stacking them. Here I can put 2 to 3 rows without any problem. But that's not the case because only part of them fit here. I mean, if I fill here and here where I had them last year too, everything is fine. Phew. From now on, there will be a wood chopping session every day. I did a round of wood chopping today. I also brought stuffed cabbage rolls to my mom, and I ate some very, very tasty stuffed cabbage rolls myself. What I want to do today is pick hazelnuts. Pick hazelnuts because look, they've started to fall. So we're going to pick them all. Both the ones in the shell and the ones that have fallen on the ground. I'm going to take these shells off. And only the hazelnuts will be left. Let's see how many hazelnuts we gather this year. I didn't think I would fill the bucket. I'll shell them and make more room. There are still more to pick. Hello and good morning. I took a break from the work at Vodza. Today I went out for a walk. I'm going to travel through the Apuseni mountains. I'll stay somewhere in the Apuseni mountains, somewhere in the Cluj area. I'll look for mushrooms. I'll spend time in nature, and the work at Vodza continues. After I return, I want to enjoy an autumn weekend somewhere in the Belish Lake area. I came all the way here through beautiful places. There's a big spruce cut here. But I stopped to show you what Belish Lake looks like, an extraordinary area here in the Apuseni Mountains near Cluj. I haven't been around here for a very long time. I think it's been about 2-3 years. But it's an area that is definitely worth visiting again. I stopped here for a bit on the way to Marichal because I saw some mushrooms, some really nice spots here, perfect for camping, and I thought I'd take a look through the forest. Maybe finally I'll find some porcini mushrooms too because I've been craving porcini for a few days now. I can't take it anymore. But they were amanitas. It was Amanita muscaria, very photogenic mushrooms, but unfortunately they're toxic. I've arrived at the accommodation I chose here in the Apuseni Mountains, and yes, I have to show you too because it's special. A really good place to stay. I found the whole house on Airbnb. 2 bedrooms. Both bedrooms are big, clean, and tidy. I think I'm the first guest to stay here. The whole place is absolutely superb. Large spaces, clean and tidy. Bathroom here, plus another very large space in the yard with a grill with everything you need. A quiet evening today. We didn't do much here in the Apuseni Mountains. We passed by a trout farm, got some trout, fontanelle. That's a bit rare in our fish farms. This is what the kitchen looks like. Everything is very nice. A copy of Dragomir's grill here. Tomorrow I'll make trout again, but I'll grill it. An absolutely top location here for relaxation. For going mushroom picking, which is what I'll do tomorrow. Tomorrow I want to go through these forests because I've already seen a lot of vans in the area collecting mushrooms. In fact, that's why I came to the Apuseni Mountains this time. Tomorrow we're going on a trip for porcini mushrooms. Finally, I hope I'll find some, and besides trout, I'll also make a porcini soup. That's about how it turned out. My trout looks amazing with polenta and lemon. It smelled incredible while frying. A bit different from regular trout. It seems to have a stronger aroma. Like carp somehow, I don't know. Very interesting. Hello and good morning from the Apuseni Mountains. Today I'm going to take a trail here through the Apuseni Mountains. I'll look for mushrooms, relax, and walk through nature in these extraordinarily beautiful places. If we find mushrooms, great. If not, that's how it is. We'll just enjoy the beautiful walk. The forests here in the Apuseni are starting to look really good. From the mushrooms point of view, actually, one of the signs is the vans that collect mushrooms, but I've already seen some myself. I went deep into the forest. I saw a lot of species. It's humid. The signs are good, very good. But also a lot of traces from other pickers, a lot of broken mushrooms. But I really wish I could find at least 2 or 3 just to satisfy my craving. Because as you know, I've had this craving for a long time, ever since I came back to Bukovina. That's how it goes. You go looking for porcini and you end up finding chanterelles. I found some beautiful chanterelles. Absolutely beautiful. Welcome. I've already harvested some. Mom, it smells so much like the forest. You can already hear other pickers around here. The forests are full. But I found an interesting spot where the wolf ate the sheep. This was the dining spot. As I was saying, even if many pickers have passed through an area, you can still find something. Look here, proof. How beautiful. This was waiting for me. It's wonderful here. But unfortunately, it's not what it should be. A really nice area here after Maricel. This piece with cows grazing is something out of a dream. Once again, the Switzerland of Romania. I came here to this place because I want to go on a hike. I've thought about this for a long time, and the time has come to walk it. It's called Tsakla Gavri. It seems that it's very close. Let's see a place I've wanted to reach for a long time. A little break from mushroom picking. Anyway, for now I already have some chanterelles just right to put in an omelette. Yeah, a trail through places like this is always worth it. Again, the kind of place you see in pictures, and when you get there, it's way better than what you see in pictures. How beautiful can it be here? The Apuseni Mountains are truly special. I've always called it the Switzerland of Romania. A beautifully scented pine forest. There's a viewpoint here that you can reach quite easily. That's where I want to get. It seems there are more viewpoints set up here. I need to Google what Sikla means, because it's a term I've just heard for the first time. Thank you again. A viewpoint here, quite difficult to climb, but the landscapes are phenomenal. Wow, how beautiful. It's a loop trail that you can do here. But today I'm not going to do it, just up to here. I wanted to come. I really like this place a lot. Let's move on. I moved on. I found on Google a road called the General's Road. From here, from Tsikla Gavri, it goes to Magurira Katau. I got on it. This road looked very, very picturesque. And it really is here through these villages up high. How beautiful, well. Beautiful areas, truly stunning. We have them here in the Apuseni Mountains. Rose hips, tons of rose hips. Ripe this time, yes, I have to start picking rose hips. Probably next week I'll go on a trip to gather rose hips. How beautiful it can be here. The General's Road is very beautiful. I don't know who gave it this name, but it's gorgeous. Very beautiful villages here, old houses scattered in the style of the Apuseni Mountains. Wooden houses I saw. Cows grazing. A place for relaxation, for weekends, for something extraordinary. Another peaceful evening here at the accommodation in the Apuseni Mountains. Once again I started cooking, and since I like the trout I made yesterday so much, I repeated the same recipe today, but this time I'm not making it with polenta. I'm going to make it with French fries. After I fry the trout, I'm going to make the fries in the same oil I used for the trout. Yes, I want to talk again about this trout, the fontanelle trout. It's a bit rare and I liked it so much, but I want to share with you the place where I bought it from. And if you get to the Apuseni Mountains area here in the Belish, Fontanelle, Morichel area, the trout farm is called Dobrusu Dobroshu. I don't know exactly how, but search on Google and you'll find them. Trout of extraordinary quality with a rare taste. I was really impressed because, yes, I'm used to rainbow trout or native trout, and the native trout is clearly far superior to the rainbow trout. But I've eaten fontanelle trout very rarely, and we didn't know much about it anymore. And I was so surprised when I saw what an extraordinary taste it can have. That was pretty much my weekend relaxation in the Apuseni Mountains. Tomorrow morning I'm going to make another chanterelle stew with eggs and then I'll head home. I really enjoyed it. Here, vlogs from Vorza are coming up. I'll be installing the garage gate and I'll be doing more work around the house. I need to stack the wood and get everything ready for the big trip that's coming up. But until then, I want to thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thanks to all the members and everyone who has donated to support this channel. Until the next vlog from here in the Apuseni Mountains where it's so beautiful, I say goodbye.